It's live.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, it's showing you again. Why is it doing you straight first?
That's why I
Switch
said
to
hi.
Like,
there we go.
Who's this? Like,
Right?
what are we
It's
doing,
like no
right?
pushing. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that little
well, who am I?
video.
I'm the person with the Capital One card.
Oh, yeah. That's you. I forgot about that.
What's in your wallet?
I'll say that story
Yeah, that's
later.
my Halloween costume.
So, hey guys, we've been the web here, episode 25. So we got a special guest over here on the other camera. I'm going to pull her back up just to say hi. There she is, on her phone.
Hi, yeah.
We're going to talk about a game later. But
Hi,
you got
catch 'em all.
Vash here, followed by Shield Maiden to my right, and in the middle,
FT Grimlock.
who's I don't know what the hell he was doing right there. So, I know, kind of make this short because we're getting a little late start. I was trying to do a different setup. It's a little bit better this week, but not 100% still. But that takes time, like everything. So, skipping the Spider-Bite news, also the fact is there was not a lot of news that came out this week in regards to anything new, just more news on news, kind of like more stuff about Red Dead, more stuff about Titans Season 3 of Daredevil, which we'll get into in a moment. So, stuff like that. But nothing really like groundbreaking, I guess you could say. Unless I don't think anything happened that y'all cosplay wise, anything out there.
Well, I mean, you know, we of course had an event over locally here in San Antonio with Ekman's Toy Show, which is a really fun event. Because the cool thing about it, it's a collector show. So like you hear the word toy show, and unless you've actually been, you don't really know what you're getting in for. But this is where your collectors go. Your people that are looking for the one-offs, the things that are people that are looking for like your high-end toy collectibles. I actually saw original G.I. Joe. And I'm not talking like my generation G.I. Joe. I'm talking like my parents' generation G.I. Joe. Like the 14-inch full dolls.
Like almost like the
That's
Megalo
cool.
figures.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
So yeah, that was a whole lot of fun.
Like that's the only thing that's really happened this week, then, because
Yeah.
there's no, like I said, there's literally been no other news.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot going on this week.
don't think anything
So
else.
there was actual confirmation about the celebrity
Yes,
Comic-Con.
we saw that.
Yeah.
Too. We've been following it, so we've been checking that out. There's something going on the first, which I can't say yet, but with that. But hopefully, there's also a lot of stuff going on that weekend in general, though, because you have Kamehameha Con too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's in the future still. That's on the 10th and 11th, right?
Fan Days is going on was just this past weekend, I think, in Dallas, or is it this coming weekend?
It might be this coming weekend.
Yeah.
I know that that's their second version of their convention, I guess. So that'll be out too. But definitely, like I said, it's kind of a slow news week. But the main thing, of course, Daredevil came out, season 3. The whole season, of course, because it's on Netflix, was streamed immediately, or available to stream immediately. So if you had a chance to watch it, you could go on there and catch the whole season already. So spoilers are going to come at this point forward, so I'm already saying that. So just to let y'all know, that's a thing. So in case you don't want to hear Daredevil news,
Stay away from the internet.
for at least a little bit. Definitely, like I said, season 3 is coming out. We followed the exploits still of Matt Murdock. The building blew up in the last season. In his mind, Elektra is either missing or dead. We're not 110% sure, or at least Daredevil's not. So, but they kind of brush away from that storyline relatively quickly. I guess because, like you say, it wraps up in Defenders, technically. So that's kind of all said and done. The other thing is, if you notice, throughout the entire season, Matt's going to look like he did in Season 1. With the black mask, the black shirt, nothing different than Season 1. The only difference is he's going to have the Muay Thai ropes on basically his arms the whole time. Mm-hmm. So the whole time he's going to have that on instead. We still do have our famous villain, of course, being Kingpin, but now in his more traditional outfit. If you look at the Kingpin, he is in the white suit. The only thing he's missing is his ascot, which Vincent D'Onofrio commented on that, saying, well, at least he's prettier now, or he's handsome now, versus the comic books. So I was like, that was a funny little jab. But definitely, throughout the whole season, it does take place around them two again. The good versus evil, and Matt debating if he wants to cross that line that Punisher told him about in Season 2, how everybody is one bad day away from being the Punisher. So Matt talks about it, and he's finally having this hardship with God. If you know anything about the comic books and the previous couple seasons, he has this on and off again, I guess you could say, relationship with God, with the Catholic religion. You know, does he want to be in this church? Does he not? Does he want to be a good guy? Does he want to be a bad guy? You know, it's kind of hard to tell. Matt's always had that internal struggle with the devil in himself, you could say.
But I think part of why they bring that out with him is that everyone has that internal struggle.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. There are days when I'm one bad day away from being the Punisher.
Right.
You know, it is what it is. And sometimes it's having that conflict is what helps you to remember that you are, after all, you're human.
Exactly. And that's true. And that's the thing, though, too. If you read, when you go into the comic books, he wasn't, remember, and the show's touched on it a lot, too. He was raised in a Catholic orphanage. So he has that whole religious background to him, technically, with the father helping him and the nuns and everything, her sisters helping him. So, I mean, yeah, he definitely, that's been Daredevil's strong point. Is like you said, they use the religion to bring that out of that internal struggle of good versus evil, the devil in all of us versus, siding with good. So, again, you're right. You get to fighting that out a lot more in this season. You get to see it dragged out. And that's kind of what slows it down a little bit, I think, because the fact is they are talking about it a lot more. But the one thing I was happy with in this season versus what I thought they were going to do originally is they finally said that his mother is Maggie. So his mother's Maggie in this one. And in the comics, that's true. Because his mother did abandon him when he was a child on the doorstep, basically. And then Jack had to take care of her. She basically goes through postpartum depression, doesn't understand how to cope with it. Years later, regrets it, understands it because, medicines and things have changed. So you're going to get that for pretty much the first half of the season, the internal struggle of the devil in him. And then you get the newest villain that we're seeing, which is actually Wilson Bethel. He plays Bullseye. But he doesn't ever call himself Bullseye throughout the whole thing. There is a small reference to the actual symbol on his forehead with the baseball cap when he was on a baseball team. But that's it. That's what's kind of sad. You don't get to see him in the actual Bullseye costume. But boy, is he Bullseye in this show. Everything he can grab anything and make it deadly accurate. And they show that with, at one point, he grabs the chandelier, like the glass hanging off of it. He literally pulls off 5 of them and uses them as darts. And he's able to take people out.
Well, and so here's the question that we got. And this is where I think some of the series on Netflix are having more of a struggle than Daredevil.
What's that?
Is you have some of these characters and some of these bad guys,
mm-hmm.
but they're not recognizable in relation to the comic.
Yeah.
Like I said, bringing Kingpin back in the more traditional comic suit.
Yeah.
That, I think, is a smart move.
Yeah.
And having everyone refer to him, and you hear them talk about Kingpin.
Yeah.
When you talk, and once again, for anybody who hasn't finished the series yet, last season of Jessica Jones,
mm-hmm.
I think that was really where they started to lose a lot of people.
Okay.
Because they never referenced the Purple Man as the Purple Man. So for anybody that didn't follow the comic...
You didn't know Kilgrave was Purple Man.
Right. You couldn't make that connection.
You're right.
And that may be the problem that they're going to have with Bullseye, is the behaviors, the superpower, the supervillainness, however you want to look at it, may tell you he's Bullseye, but if at some point in time he's not referred to or somehow put into more of a traditional look, people who don't follow the comic may lose it.
And I think, though, with him... So the problem with a lot of Luke Cage's, Jessica Jones, and even Iron Fist is going to have the same problem. You kind of touched on it when you said it. They have superpowers. Daredevil technically does not fight anybody with a superpower. Even Bullseye doesn't have superpowers. He is only... If you read up on his history, he's just deadly accurate with a weapon. And it even says in there he can literally turn anything into a throwing weapon. No matter what it is. He's just that good. So there's no powers to him.
But I think the issue is you're losing the significance of the character.
Right.
By not clearly and properly identifying him.
I think, and I agree with that. And that's the good thing about a person who has no powers, though. You can the way they play him is that psychotic villain, and you can see the break. So when you watch it, you see him as this kid who's going through issues. And they kind of touch that backstory. And they do a very good job with this black and white version of it, where Kingpin is trying to learn who is Dexter, or Pin Dexter. And they call him Dex for short. So when he's reading up on Dex's file, he's reading his entire file from the moment he was a kid to the moment he joined the FBI, the military. Kingpin's reading all of it, and you get to see it from Kingpin's perspective because it goes into his black and white ambiance, I guess you could say. And the whole time you see him basically standing over each situation that Bullseye is put through as a kid and teenager and older, and how he reacts to it. And since Kingpin's reading the notes from the psychiatrists, his doctors, his records, he's able to picture the whole thing. So you see from the get-go, this kid who wants to be this good boy and everything, but he also comes from an orphanage. his parents died. Unlike Daredevil's, who one died, this the Catholic religion rages him. He's lost inside the orphanage still, so he gets that anger and that hatred in him, and because of that, you start seeing it slowly play out throughout the whole Black and White, up to the point where his psychiatrist dies, not because of him. Luckily, she died of natural causes, but he still blames her for dying.
Your switch
And it
is
shows
backwards.
what.
Your switch is backwards.
So they kind of touch on that, and they just kind of show the development of the character through this Black and White, which is amazing, I thought. And then, like you said, they pick up from the psychotic breaking point, and you can see that breaking point in the character, and then you see how Daredevil can relate to that character. Because once Daredevil finds out what he went through, Daredevil's like, "Holy shit, that could have been me. It easily could have been me in his situation. I could have been, once I was blinded and lost my parents, I could have become this villain like him." So you get to see all of that and play out, which is really, I think it's a good call. I think they need to stick to these non-powered heroes because they feel more down to earth. You can give them that psychotic backstory, and when they have their breaking point, it's not that they gain these superpowers, it's that they have their breaking point and they're like, okay, I'm a psychotic murderer now. How can I, what am I going to do next? And in his case, I can just kill you with anything.
I think with Daredevil, the way that they did it is there was a lot of anticipation for Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because we all wanted to see it done right.
Exactly.
So with that, you could start the story a little bit slower.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, for many people, not people that read a lot of comics.
Yeah.
Some of the others like Iron Fist,
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Those are 3 lesser knowns. So I think where they've had success with Daredevil
Mm-hmm.
because of the popularity of Daredevil and same Punisher, the popularity of those 2 characters. There's a big following for those 2 characters. I think they tried to follow the same format for some lesser known characters, and it made it difficult.
And I agree with that. That's true.
Even I can admit, I mean, am I sad to hear that Luke Cage probably isn't getting another season? Yeah.
Yeah.
But as watching it and being someone who's somewhat familiar with the character, I had a hard time following the last season.
The last season, I haven't even finished the last 2 seasons. The last season of any of them except Daredevil. Jessica Jones doesn't interest me anymore, to be honest. Iron Fist did. I just haven't had a chance to watch it. And Luke Cage, some of the corniness to it that they started adding didn't add up for me, so I didn't like it as much. Because I'm like, you can't go from this dark Harlem character to a little bit of the corny side. Like, he's walking down the street like, hey, I'm this bad guy, and he's trying to show that he's invincible. But it's still not great. And that's the problem, I think, like you said, they have.
They tried to... I think with Luke Cage, they tried to almost...
I've just been playing with Snapchat the
I've
whole
been
time.
watching you.
They tried to make that switch
Yeah.
of... They wanted to bring it more of like the comic book bravado.
Yeah.
And this version of Luke Cage doesn't have that bravado. So they picked up the wrong... Season 2 came in at the wrong area.
Yeah.
Really, for where it should have come in. Like, there was a point in after... But this is, like, long down the road. This is post-Defenders.
Yeah.
Is when Luke Cage started to get a little bit more cocky about his powers.
Exactly.
It's also post him and Jessica Jones being married and having kids.
Yeah.
Sorry for those of you that don't know that happens. That's in the comics, but
Yeah.
In the comic, okay.
In the comic, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't get that far in the series before it was canceled. But
Oh, that sucks.
a lot of the things that happen that lead him kind of down this path of I need to rediscover myself that they tried to bring in season 2. Because I haven't seen the whole thing. There's a few parts I still haven't caught up on.
Yeah.
Like the last couple of episodes of that last season. But they were trying to bring it in as if it was like right after he was released from prison again, and he was... No, a lot of those mistakes he was making, that was because he'd had all these years to build up to, this is what everybody knows me as, I'm invincible, I'm unstoppable. Not, I'm just a guy trying to make Harlem better.
And that's true. And that's gonna hurt them always. Because, again, if you can't connect with that character, then it's hard to go that route. Jessica Jones, you felt for her in season 1 because that's a lot of issues women go through themselves, that manipulating man. Iron Fist had that weak one because no one could really connect with him, and then he got backlash because everyone kept saying he was whitewashed, and it's like, no, he's a white guy in the comics.
Yeah, he's a white guy. Yeah, and just because he's really good at kung fu, doesn't mean he's Asian.
Exactly. So, and then Luke Cage had some rough starts in the beginning. I know he was a good first season, but he had a rough season.
Yeah.
Something you might look at, though, I mean, just because those two shows got canceled doesn't mean that the characters are going away. Because, for example, in Iron Fist, you have Typhoid Mary, one of Daredevil's main villains that he's come across.
Exactly.
The fact that Misty Knight is also in Iron Fist, but she's also in
Daredevil,
and in Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage.
Yep.
So, I mean, you might see, while the shows aren't there, you might see some of those characters in the other series. I mean, also, think about it. You're going from 6 series down to 4 now.
Yeah.
Whether or not they actually do another season of Defenders. But, think about it. You have these major properties, 6 major storylines that you were working on at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you added, Defenders to the first 4, and then you added Punisher.
Yeah.
So, and again, maybe those shows got canceled. Maybe we haven't seen the last of these characters, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we will see Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, and that's where that relationship there will start there.
They could potentially bring it through with Defenders.
And they could always bring in Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
Just do a whole season of... We're not doing any more season 2s or whatever 3s, but we're going to do one season of Heroes for Hire. Because that's why I told someone else, I was like, it'd be funny if the whole ad campaign is we see them two fired from their jobs, and they're sitting there like, man, we should just work for ourselves. And it's just them two sitting there, and that's the prelude to Heroes
Jessica
for Hire.
Jones works for herself.
Yeah, but Jessica Jones is not part of Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire is Luke Cage and Danny Rand.
Gotcha.
So since I wonder if this is a whole gimmick because they're canceled. It would be fun. It would be a cool little gimmick, though.
It would be fun if they did it.
It would be smart. So Netflix, if you're watching,
that'd be a good way to
combine the two shows and run with it.
Yeah, and then just have them both on the bench. Like, hey man, how you been?
And there's how you bring in Daughters of the Dragon.
Exactly.
Misty Knight and Colleen Wing. I always blank on her first name.
You could always bring in somebody. It'd be cool to sit there and see like Danny down on his luck. He's like, man, this fucking sucks. You see Luke Cage sitting next to him, and then he's like, what happened? He's like, oh man, I lost my job at the thing. They cut me out as a CEO. Blah blah blah. He's like, what happened to you? He's like, oh, I lost my job too. Let's just work together. And then that's like the intro, the ad campaign. For
I love how you break this down because Danny Rand would be like, well, that's okay.
He would still be sad. He would still be sad because if anything, him on a bench, sleeping on the bench because he's now homeless again.
He just got the glowing handguns.
I know. Come on. That's the only reason I want to see it.
It's funny about that because it actually does play into the comics as well.
Yeah.
So but I don't know. I think let's be honest. Nothing, and it's nothing against Netflix. They have a lot of stuff they're running with, and sometimes you get a little over and ahead of yourself.
And it's true. It really is.
And y'all are doing the comic thing, and here I was like binge watching The Haunting of the Hill House or House of the Hill, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that one any good? Really?
I sat there watching it the entire time that I got to binge. It was good. I finished it.
I haven't watched it yet. That's one I need to check on.
It's on the list.
So, I guess if we have a friend here, you can see her there now. She chimes in once in a while. It looks like that's it.
Yeah, totally snapping away over here.
Yeah, I'm watching her snap away too.
Did you see the post?
I haven't seen it yet. I was watching you do it though. Because I'm like, why? She's pointing her camera at me. I know some. I don't think I have it on Snapchat either. No, because I don't use Snapchat.
Probably not.
I don't think I do. I really don't use it anyway.
Yeah, but I totally tagged you on Instagram.
Did you?
Yes.
I hate you. I have to look at that. I'll look that one up.
That's why.
So
horns. Hello. Well, I mean they're ears, but yeah.
They're my devil horns. It's okay.
Well, they're meant to be horns because of the face, but.
I do gotta admit, though. Hopefully, and again, because I haven't seen the third season yet, I'm hoping that Bullseye is a decent character, a decent actor, and they go just throw a pretty boy in there because
he plays that psychotic role good, dude. So when you watch it, you'll like it. Okay, I don't want to touch the end though because there's an end scene. Well, I don't know how much you liked. I know you haven't seen
Here's the thing about spoilers. You can tell me, hey, they blew up the Death Star at the end of Star Wars. Great. Okay, then you watch and you see, wow. Okay, there's the you see it, you get the visual.
So at the end of it, Kingpin and so again spoilers. This is the major one too. At the end, it's Kingpin fighting Daredevil fighting this Daredevil, which I had the picture of. That's Bullseye as Daredevil.
Yeah.
So he dresses up, which is in the comics.
Yeah.
So all three of them are fighting. And while all three of them are fighting, Kingpin grabs him like for a body slam. What?
Nothing. That was just quick.
Because it's on my tablet. I have the controls here. So he grabs him, body slams him, but instead of like slamming him down, rams Bullseye straight into a corner of a brick wall, drops him on the floor. Cops come in. Daredevil leaves,
I was like, oh, we're definitely into this now too.
Kingpin got the shit beat out of him. He's sitting there. He gave up. He's willing to stop everything that he's doing in order to protect Vanessa. So as the cops come in, they take the mask off of the fake Daredevil. And detective's like, that's not Daredevil. Like, how do you know? Because Daredevil's leaving. And he points at Daredevil leaving.
Wait, there was a Growler?
And,
yeah.
Huh?
Damn.
So,
Pokemon Go.
Oh. So, after he's laying on the floor, he says, I can't move my legs. So Pindexter can't move his legs all of a sudden. So then the very last scene is they're operating on somebody's spine, and they're talking about putting metal, it sounds like, on his spine. And in the comic books, Daredevil or Bullseye's bones are laced with adamantium. As the camera pans down, it shows Bullseye's face. Cute little reference is you see a bullseye in his eyes. But they're working on his spine and talking about putting metal in it to fix him. So I was like, so you literally just jumped now to the part where his bones are now laced with adamantium. So I was like, that's kind of cool. Now, they didn't say adamantium because I don't know if the show was recorded before they got the rights to Fox. For Disney got the rights to Fox. But they comment about 2 different metals. And it's like, I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool. So I was like, so you're bringing in some more Bullseye into it. So the eye thing was just a cute little thing. I thought, I was like, that's kind of pointless. But it was a cute little thing. But this guy, that Wilson Bethel, he sells it, dude. He really sells that psychotic part. I think if once you start watching it, you will like him, I think, as Bullseye. I did, at least.
Yeah, but, Colin Farrell.
I'm not a
He
Colin
was the
Farrell fan.
only thing that could try to save that movie.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
No, what could have saved that movie was the parts that ended up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Like all movies.
I'm just not a fan of him.
No,
I didn't
it
like
just...
him in the Harry Potter's Fantastic Beasts either. I'm like, why him?
I didn't even know he was in that. I don't watch those, so.
I just think it's funny because like
I'm gonna like bring my wizard's block and like make you watch it like hours on end. All
Between
content.
you and Gabby, which is Anna's girlfriend, I'm probably gonna watch all of
with the curly
them.
hair, right?
Yeah, you met her. Yeah.
Pretty girl. Yeah.
Yeah, she's obsessed with.
We need to have a Harry
as well.
Potter marathon. Oh,
God.
I thought you were flipping it to me.
I did. I had it on you for a minute. It's been on you for a minute while you were talking.
I had no idea.
So yeah, but Gabby's into it. She's actually making Anna watch everything.
That's awesome. Look
So,
at Anna. That's all I can say.
Harry Potter's fun. It
Thank
really
you.
is.
No,
I enjoyed it. Okay,
Also,
so I was my
get him the
senior year
books.
when the movie came out.
Let
We're
him
totally off
read.
subject, but
I was like freshman, sophomore.
I was a senior and I enjoyed it. I mean, I read the books.
Yeah.
The books were great, but it's like when you actually see the movie.
I was like 21. And I still
Me and
think
her
they
were like, we're
fun.
still in high school.
And I was like 21. I still thought they were fun.
It was your okay, so wait, you're 2 years older than me, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit older.
So it
than
would have been my sophomore year then that it came out.
probably.
Yeah, because the girl I wanted to talk to was, I think she was a senior that year.
And she was probably into Harry Potter. That
Oh, I said that several times. So that ended up on another video that I've done, that I've commented, that I watched the first, I think second one, just so I could talk to her.
So you haven't seen all
So I saw.
Did you read the books?
First,
First,
no, I've never read the books.
Harry's a wizard.
Oh, spoiler alert! God,
Right?
man, come on.
Voldemort has no
So I
nose.
watched. I know that. I watched
I'm
the first
excited.
one.
2019, apparently they're gonna, or 2020. I'm not sure, but Chris Child.
The what?
I was
The what?
thinking of Mr. Burns.
Yes.
Yes.
You're excellent.
We
What do you
can
call
switch me. I'm like, we can switch me over here.
You're just having fun on your own. It's okay.
I'm
trying to
Driving
think
around the
though.
world over here. Like,
I'm trying to think what the other. What the other one I saw was. I know I saw the first one with her, and I want to say we either saw the second one or the third one.
Okay, did it have a big snake in it?
I don't remember a snake.
Okay, did it have like huge ugly spiders?
I think I remember a spider.
Okay, probably the third one.
I've also seen bits and pieces of one. Isn't David Tennant in it or something? One of them, or not David Tennant? Who plays the little, like the crazy guy?
Well, that narrows it
Crazy,
down.
yeah,
What's
You
but
can
he
become
comes out.
crazy in that world.
He comes out like in the fourth movie or something. He's not
Are
in
you
the
talking
other
about
one.
Sirius Black?
Yes,
Gary?
him. Yeah.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. I like him. I've seen some parts with him in it.
he's
and
like,
the parts I've
I
seen
like
with
Gary
him-
Oldman, but I think he's David Tennant.
I don't know who he is. I mean, I've seen the whole like.
Gary Oldman
Like you
confused
just
me so
honestly,
I don't
geek
know.
cred just
It did.
Again,
man.
this is why you don't know Harry Potter at all.
Just
this
tell
is
me
what I'm-
Dracula.
Wait,
I know.
wait!
Dracula.
I can't remember when Harry Potter had the magic time machine. They would go to
Why
the
not?
phone booth and the screwdriver.
Wait, that's no Nintendo.
And then,
Yeah.
and then he was purple for some reason. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, who is the purple dude?
David Tennant's also purple.
Yeah,
Man.
it's Purple Man.
So-
And David Tennant is also in Good Omens that is coming out.
Yes, Good Omens. That
Which-
comes out next year, doesn't it?
Yes, it
I want to see that
does.
one. He doesn't look like him.
I'm getting schooled on
Have you
shows
seen picture
and
screen?
movies.
Like,
Yeah.
previews?
It's what we do.
Dude, I'm a Neil guy.
We school people. We
That's
teach them.
funny.
We're like, hey, there's stuff out there y'all need to check
I mean,
out.
there's some stuff I'm into, and then there's like stuff I'm like, huh, what the hell? Like the only last thing I saw on a TV show that was Marvel or whatever, it wasn't Marvel. I don't know, Agents of Shield. Is that Marvel?
Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Yeah.
That was like the last
Marvel
show
Agents
I-
of Shield. It's just called.
No,
so.
if you, we can give you something fun to watch that has nothing to do with Marvel, DC,
I tried to get
comics.
into it,
The
and like
arts and crafts
second
show.
season after
Yeah.
the fourth episode, I was like, I'm done.
You're like,
I
I'm
can't
done,
watch
I'm out.
anymore.
That's okay.
They lost
And then
me.
your Titans are coming out with Hawk and Dove.
You know what though? Everyone that's watched the first episode loves it.
Yeah, because he says Batman.
I don't know. Like everyone, they're hardcore comic fans. Like I have a friend who's a hardcore Nightwing fan and loves it. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I don't want to pay money for streaming.
So
For DC.
one thing I cannot stand is the Teen Titans.
But have you tried
Which
watching
version?
Which there's tons
which
of
version?
They have that awful version where they look like
Little chibis things.
not even chibis. They just look really badly drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the actual comic look to it. I wish they would bring that back. That
They
actual
actually
look.
are. There was, if you for one of the guys I work with, took his kids to go see the Titans movie, the Teen Titans Go movie. At the end of it, there's
There's a
the original animated one
Because I
saying,
saw
"We're
drawings,
escaping. We're going to
and
get
I
out."
was like, man, I like that. Why don't they do this? And then I'm like,
Because
stuck there
so-
watching.
Because they had to make it
Network.
live action so they could make Star Sapphire look like a hooker.
So with the cartoon, what happened with the old cartoon was
And
it
I
was
like
a toy
Raven
thing.
better too.
Yeah.
I just do.
Yeah, it was all a toy thing though. And now that it's over and done with that whole era, and all those people are fired from Warner Brothers,
Thank God.
they have the Teen Titans
That
go,
sounds horrible. I
and now
shouldn't
they're
wish
going
that
to
on
go.
anybody's job, but you know.
But they caused issues. Like they caused a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So now you have the Teen Titans go, and then like Pete said Grim said at the end of it, you're gonna have the new Teen Titans come back, the old school ones. You have Young Justice though. Young Justice is
Yeah.
kind of like the Teen Titans.
Yeah,
little bit.
that was a
Yeah.
big
I'm
jumping
so
gap on that, though.
Yeah, but they come out the third season finally. I'm so happy for that one.
Yeah.
That's okay. Hey,
Totally
so
should
basically they're going
Right.
they're going the Adult Swim route for like Venture Brothers. It's 2 years between seasons.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna do that again. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck happened these
That's
last
the
2
show that they need
years?
to make live action. They need to make Venture Brothers live action.
That'd be fun.
That would be hard to do, simply because the voice actors
We have the
do
technology.
not. The voice actors do not look like the characters they
I don't think
voice.
any of them could look like that. But I know we only have a few more
Although
minutes.
Patrick Warburton,
Yeah.
in a blonde Jufro
Blonde
would be
wig.
Oh
amazing.
god,
Yeah.
that'd be terrible. But I only got a few
You
more
see him
minutes.
as a
so-
tick, okay? He's-
I mean, I did like him as the tick. Before we end everything too, because Super Mario Party has come out and it's been out for what, 2 weeks now.
Awesome game. I totally kicked
2.
your ass, Aaron.
It's a
I
next
totally
generation
kicked
of
your ass.
friendship and family
Fucking
killers,
hate you.
right there.
Don't you know
I hate
that
you
these
still.
games they're fun, but they ruin friendships. Unless you
Okay.
They
have a
were
good
in
friend.
families.
They ruined everything.
Yeah, that too. But you know what? I was totally having like an airhead moment learning how to do it. I left you hanging with the high five. And then I totally did. It was funny. And then at the very end, I was like stealing everybody's stars.
So at the end of the game,
She's like,
there is one video so
go.
far.
And I won! And I was like, oh wait, how do you do this? Like seriously, I had to learn how to do it. It was my first time playing it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. So then I was like totally winning, but like without trying.
She says first time, but I don't believe you still. I believe you played other ones.
I know, I'm serious. That was the first time playing.
Any Mario Party?
Any Mario Party.
Wow.
I don't
I'm
believe
serious.
you.
No, I'm being totally serious. I'd never played
don't
it
believe
until I
her.
played here. And
I
I was
don't
like,
believe her at all.
Okay, that's how you do it.
No, you just
I don't believe
sucked
her.
that badass.
Thank you.
No,
He came in
I still
second.
came in second.
He came
I have
in
yet to
second.
win one.
So he
I
even
come
is
in
first
second
loser.
every
Yeah, but
time.
thank you, my dear. Yes.
First loser, guys.
Second place is first loser.
I don't mind that because no one gets past second. I've lost to everybody. I've lost to a couple coworkers, but I'm always in second. I never get higher than second. And I get screwed when I'm about to get first. I lose by coins.
And
By
what-
like 2 points.
My favorite,
The story of
my
your life,
favorite
isn't it?
thing
You
in the
just never-
game is the golden pipe. I love the golden pipe.
That was the only reason you fucking won that game. So,
How many
since
did I
you...
get 3? Like out of the entire game, there's
I
like
think
10
so.
turns, and I got like 3 golden pipes. I totally stood stars. What was it? Jaylene's boyfriend, right?
No, that was
Her.
Chris's.
Chris.
It's Lauren. It was Laura and... Or, God damn it.
Who was
Lauren and
here?
Chris
Lauren,
and
okay.
Jaylene. And then you and me.
Jaylene was sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And of course,
Part
again,
of
the
it.
video is up on YouTube, one of them, and the other part will be up later this week. I have to edit some stuff on
Yeah.
it. But one part's up, and it's you're in it,
I totally
Jaylene's
beat you.
in it,
that's all I'm happy about.
and
I
2
had
other
airhead
people are in
moments
it,
and I
Chris
beat
and
you.
Lorraine.
I beat you
Lauren.
without trying, man.
But
I didn't even
okay,
try.
so you played it that one time,
True.
and you won somehow. And so since you played it, you actually went and bought it, right? Afterwards?
Yeah, I did.
So, what do you think of it still? Do you still enjoy it? Are you
I
still having
do,
fun?
and the best part is it came in handy with a 2-year-old.
Oh, yeah, you babysat this past weekend, so.
Yeah, it did. It came in handy because he was... you know how children are, like, they're on to the next thing, like 5 seconds later, they're random. They're really random little people. So it was good because it was like all of these mini games just kind of kept him distracted. So he was really glued to it. So it's awesome. It's good for kids. You give them a controller without actually giving them, like, the controller. And
just give them a little Joy-Con. So you would recommend the game though? I mean, do you enjoy it? Like, do you have to play it at home by yourself, or do you play with your roommates? Because
I want to do an online session against you and everybody else.
Well, I'm waiting for you, ma'am. I have.
It's my
look. I also have a setup too here. And you can come back, and I will beat you here too.
Okay. Well, I have a rematch to do later, but
you pronounce that wrong. Be beaten by her.
I'll be beaten.
Yeah, be beaten.
Whatever.
Be eaten.
Well, wait a minute. What?
Rawr.
Okay. That's gonna be a little cat face now. Rawr. Rawr.
Oh wait, am I supposed to do it rawr?
You can do it now. Rawr. Because I'm saving that for one day.
Oh my god, you are.
I'm gonna turn that into a GIF now.
Oh god.
Trust me, I will too.
I know you will.
All of a sudden, you're gonna be like rawr.
He's gonna do it, and it's gonna be like rawr.
GIF. It is a GIF.
GIF.
I'm gonna go GIF.
GIF.
I'm with the GIF.
It's like when I spell the word G's, I spell it Jeez, but other people spell it different. And then when I spell it, people are like, "That's dirty." I'm like, "No, it's the same damn word." But whatever.
GIF.
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 GIF is peanut butter, sir.
GIF.
Thank you.
Go look up the guy who actually invented the word, and he says GIF. So I'm going with that.
Look, excuse me. Bexar County. I'm just saying. Okay? We've had this discussion.
It's there. It's there.
I mean, you always go with
Yeah. I love that. We were joking about that earlier.
It's like Oaxaca.
Yeah. We got 19 letters in it, but we only pronounced 3 of them. Say what? Okay.
That's The other thing is gigawatt.
Gigawatt?
Yeah. Back to the Future reference.
1.21 gigawatts.
Gigawatt. He says
Gigawatts.
gigawatts. He says gigawatts, but it's gigawatts. I thought you were gonna go with that reference actually. I was like, he's gonna go with that one. Nope, the other route.
God, that's heavy.
So
no, because that would be because if you use that, then that would be reconfirming your peanut butter theory.
No, but saying that it's wrong because they pronounced it back then. They didn't know how.
Here's the other thing to look at. Who cares how people say things?
So you can say GIF.
I'm sorry if I trigger you because I said a word differently. I don't care.
Tomato.
I care. Yeah. Tomato.
Yeah, I call it ketchup in a day. So
I call it food that tastes disgusting. I don't like tomatoes.
I don't like ketchup on my barbecue.
Yeah.
That's gross.
No, ketchup on barbecue doesn't. No.
But a lot of barbecue sauces use ketchup though as the base.
But that's different.
No, they use tomato. They use a tomato sauce or
as
tomato
opposed to
paste
freaking ketchup. If you use
like
ketchup,
no.
Ketchup is a sauce. It's prepared. Where if you use a tomato paste as a base. Yeah. So I'm just saying.
No, because I don't eat ketchup, so I don't mess with it.
No,
you add water to it.
You really actually. What's funny is if my friend. If Spaz's dad could actually give you a literal 4-hour dissertation on barbecue sauces. Oh my gosh. He's a professional barbecue judge, so he would explain.
4 hours is too long for me.
No, we took the man for fun. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings with him.
Oh god!
And the man literally tried 5 different wings and literally picked apart the chicken flavors.
They have what?
Pumpkin chicken wings.
The fuck is that?
It's a white girl thing.
Believe it or not, though, it's actually really good because
it's barbecue. It's a pumpkin ale added to a barbecue sauce.
So so it's not like PSL, which is nasty anyway. Yeah, that's right. See this complexion.
She just said
I just said PSL is nasty.
She just said it.
Yeah. I'm basic. I'm not that basic.
You're still a white girl that likes pumpkin spice. I mean,
because
basic.
I can't have it anymore. I got sick.
Good. No. You don't need to eat that. It's pumpkin spice.
I got sick with any pumpkin anything. I can't do it anymore. My body will not process it.
Yeah.
That's what got you sick last time, right? Wasn't it? Yeah.
That's me throwing it. Oh.
I was hoping to catch something this time, actually. I'm saving it.
Oh god, get me off the camera.
That's another GIF waiting to happen. She's just gonna. This is what I think about that.
I mean, come on, that'd be funny GIF to use at work.
You can use it as like, spirit. You know, like sparkles have sparkles.
That's how you were though, so that's not good.
Or the rainbow unicorn. unicorn.
Oh my
with a throw
god!
over
No,
Yeah.
no.
None
I'm
count.
I'm playing Borderlands 2, and there's a thing in there where the unicorn vomits rainbows, and it's not. Really... I'm sorry, you said it's fucking thing.
That's funny. But on that note, guys, let me go ahead and end it because it's almost 8.
Puking rainbows. Yeah.
I mean, puking rainbows is
I'm
always
not going to
something.
miss about 8:30.
It's not as
That
good
works.
as it's not as good
I
as
just
reading
communicate
rainbows.
it.
Okay,
I
cool.
was being a perv in my conversations.
I still want to know what the freaking bet is on that one. You won't tell me. I hate you. They won't tell me. I'm a fucking curiosity of my cat. Of a cat. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. The other thing is before we go, is everything still going on next weekend? Not the 27th, the weekend after that, because you haven't heard back from those guys. Hold on, wait.
There's no reason why we would cancel Extra Life. Yeah, so I mean, as far as we're concerned, Extra Life is still happening on November 1st.
November 3rd.
November 3rd.
November
Sorry,
3rd.
the 3rd. Sorry.
Mute
sorry
that first part out. I just want to make sure. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. No, we're still.
Okay. No.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the 3rd, November 3rd, Saturday, 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. The 4th. If you want to, watch us, make donations. The link is still on the YouTube video. There's a video on our YouTube page you can go to. Facebook will have it as well. Actually, it's still up there, I think.
Yep, it is still up there.
Okay.
And I mean,
cool.
keep in mind, not only is it a really great cause, it is also tax deductible. So not only are you helping the kids, if you need those tax deductions, it's that time of year. You still got time.
Exactly.
So
definitely go to the page, like it. I'll post another link. One of us will post a link, I'm sure, today or tomorrow. So go donate to us. It does help the Children's Miracle Network. And again, watch us on that Saturday on the 3rd, not the 1st.
The 3rd. Sorry, my bad. The 3rd.
So, but anyway, guys, y'all have a great one. And take it easy.
All right.
Peace out.
Signing out, everybody.